That's what technology is.
Go, Jones. What happened?
I'm gonna explode. I was getting a drink and y'all just gonna leave me. Okay, I see how it is. Don't throw no games. Hey, do not throw no games on Hey, bro, if you fall, bro, you can break your leg.
What did you have?
I'm a sweet. Wait, y'all, wait. Coach back there. Oh, wait. Slow down. Man, that was so fun to play football up. We're doing it, Amir.
Let's go.
It's my laptop.
Yo, Jordan. It does smell like Taraya, though.
Hey, Xander said it do smell like Taraya, though.
It's true.
Hey, Rhino!
Xander, you're gonna stop playing. He's gonna stop playing. We say I'm sorry.
Hey, come here.
Nah, Taraya can get on that, though. That's you. He's my dog.
Hey, I'm trying to go down there and see more. Y'all trying to go down there?
No. You ain't about to get killed.
I'm not gonna get switched.
Wow, Swiss cheese is right over.
Bro. Jordy trying to get us. What trying to get us Aiden, man?
Yo, this boy have been live streaming for the past 2 minutes, bro. I just started again. And all I've been live streaming for 20 minutes.
Quietly. He said quietly. Let's go.
What?
Be quiet.
I think that thing got beef with us.
Hey, what's up, girls?
Yo, it's Jiraiya.
Hey, yo, buddy. What you doing, folks? Hey, yo.
Yo, it smells like and looks like Jiraiya, dog.
Is that a boy or a girl? Is that a boy or a girl? Coach Jones about to take a picture for it. For Instagram. My boy got three. My boy got 3 people on it.
Man.
Look at who?
Who said that? He said, look at Jordan.
No, that was Andy, bro.
I know.
Bro, this man. Shut up before you get killed, bro.
Shut up, boy. Yes, rather than a girl, so.
No one's watching. Be quiet.
He got 4 people on his live stream.
That boy got 3 people on his live stream. That boy got that Google.
Alright, that was enough. Now one lesson.
Timothy, you got a Nokia.
Alright, Coach Jones.
Let me take a picture real quick. Let me take a picture for my mama. But look at this dude. We got beef or something? What you looking at me for? That's why I thought.
Man.
Bro, I hate y'all. Leave me alone.
If we was with remember, we wouldn't got on none of this. We probably wouldn't even got to eat.
Huh? Here's the girls come.
Do you like boys?
Look at these girls. Yeah.
Look at these girls.
Where y'all walk in, bro?
Man.
No, that's not. Come on, we already seen already. Hey, wait, it's a kid here. Whatever. I didn't see the thing. I need a better Hey, African.
Yo, there's Timothy.
No, they got tall legs.
My fault, bro.
There's only 3 people in the lot.
Stop playing me, bro.
What up, Carl?
Stop playing.
Hey,
There's 3 people in the lot.
what? You playing with your thing? No, I mean his nose.
No. Bro, what if I drop my phone down?
Crack that shit up.
Grab the dress a bit. Bro, what if
Bro, look at that thing. He be playing with this thing.
Where's our moon?
Look at this dude. Yo,
Coming out.
dude.
There's 5 people?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yo.
who in the chat? Who in the chat?
Soraya, why you not moving?
People.
Bro, look at the camera. Look at the camera. The whole statue
Eight
is
people.
Soraya.
Yo, 8 people.
That's Soraya and
Yo, whoever's watching this, you're a legend.
Yo, I need Wi-Fi. I want Wi-Fi.
My phone's about to die if I turn it on. Too many devices connect to it.
Hey, where is that? Yeah.
Man. Yo, a panther. Oh, never mind.
Can we go down there? No, what do you think we doing?
Oh. Where the panthers at, dog?
Bro, my stomach hurt. I ain't not lying.
avocado built head.
Oh, there's hyenas over there.
Yo, hyenas. Oh, where they at? Where they at? Where they at, dog? I don't know. Yo, what's up, Carolina? However you say your name.
You don't know how to read. They right there. There's 8 people in the lot. 8 people in this man lot. 8 people in this lot. Yo, stream from here. Stream from here.
No.
You gonna get that boy kicked.
He just said hi.
That's a hippo.
That's a hippo!
Yo! Yo! That's Taraya. Yo, Taraya!
Bro, that's not boring, bro.
No, it's not just some. It's not just some.
Live stream.
Yeah, don't wake them up. Don't wake them up. After all that, no, they can't. Yeah, I got it. No, did he? Yeah, I know they.
Yo, I'm here.
Right here. That bird right over there.
That's not
What did that do?
Look, there's a bird.
Come on, bro. Lock in.
Y'all come on.
Yeah, come on. Let's go.
Bro, I don't know how to deal with. Duh, I don't know how to deal with girls these days. Like guys, girls these days are sometimes man, they roast people a lot in my class. I'm just talking about girls. I'm over there. Yo, the only thing they do is just roast people. That's the only thing they will do.
Bro, what are y'all doing? You guys trying to go see the donkey, bro? I'm trying to go.
Yo, wait, motherfucker. What is that?
Alright, time up, come on.
Yeah, time out. We gotta see.
Time up.
Hey, Monkey.
Time up. Time up.
Time out.
Peace out, dude.
Why do we have so much Egyptian writing on here? If we have
This has been going on for like 10 minutes.
What is this?
Pick up your feet, Cameron. What is the restaurant?
Oh my gosh, Timothy! That boy got Timothy in his head.
No, everybody.
Chill.
No, bro.
No, Phil, chill. Ah. Timothy, what do we come here for? Just to look? Wait. No, keep going. Keep going.
We already here, bro. We already here.
Keep going. Everyone doesn't see you.
No. What is it?
Oh, I remember me and South came here.
Wait, no, I know
Oh, there's a vehicle thing.
I know this ride. I know this ride. Go. I know this ride.
I know this ride. I've been here, bro. I remember this.
No, apparently we're going on a ride.
This is an animal ride, right?
I think this is like an animal ride or something.
Yo, Jordan.
Oh, yeah, this is like an animal ride.
Jordan, you remember this ride, bro? This way.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
I'm not.
Bro, this not even a ride.
Oh no.
No, leave.
Alright, we might go on this ride. I don't know.
No, I'm fine.
Just ride around and look at animals.
Bro, us.
Who would want to ride?
I'll take the ride.
Bro, just shut up.
Yo, anyone else on your ride? Just two people?
Yeah.
What's up?
Wait right there. You may not be able to get on.
Wait, what level is that? Light don't even have. Light don't even have that. Look, it don't even have that. Because you click too fast. You're clicking too fast. Can I get a way to follow AJ? You gotta get some right timing.
That way.
Back off.
I just moved it.
That's my fault.
I wanted to do it. I wanted to last time.
Can I get my glasses real quick? I used to play the game. Oh my gosh. I'm so used to having them on.
Bro, you got one of the money.
Dash.
Wait, you're not telling everybody? I don't.
Got 13 plus me.
Keep on my glasses. Oh, let me see. Let me see. You shut up, Elijah.
Oh, is this spring ball work like the arrow?
They are bench seats. They're connected on either side down, and they're about this wide. Do you want to try instead?
Yeah, we'll make it.
Okay, sounds good. All right, my friend.
Now listen.
153. I'm gonna have 151 next year.
Crap. I didn't mean to do that.
Give me purple
Oh,
in row
God.
7. You're gonna be orange in row 7. We're together. Okay.
I guess
You
someone
two are gonna be the purple dots in row 8.
Alright.
And then you
Crap.
3 are gonna be the orange dots in row 8. But you can honestly whether
Well, I guess face reveal early.
I just think I was a baby, so I forgot.
Didn't mean to do that. Crap.
Hey.
No, let's just everybody saw that.
Hello, intern, and welcome to the Harvard. My name is Professor Ron, and I am so happy to have you joining our team. I started my career at Zoo Tampa at Lowry Park many years ago, and I'm so proud of the work that we've been able to do together here at the prison. Not only do we conduct our own groundbreaking research, but we also partner with other conservation groups to protect wildlife and the wild places. By completing our internship program, you can make a difference too. In just a moment, you will load into one of our research trucks to embark on your own intern orientation. You will have a very experienced safari driver at the wheel, and you will be accompanied by one of our highly trained research assistants. They will use this expedition as your introduction to the animals under our care here and get you prepared to assist with all of the amazing conservation and education projects that we are engaged in here at the Habari prison. When your research assistant tells you, please load the trucks in a calm and orderly fashion, one person at a time. Watch your head and your step as you climb the steps and slide all the way down to the end of your row so we can make room for all of the other interns joining us today. On the expedition, you may get very excited about all of the amazing things you see, but please make certain to remain seated and keep your hands, arms, legs, wings and tails in the truck at all times. Please take as many photos as you want on the expedition, but keep a tight hold on your camera and all other personal belongings, as the roads may get a bit bumpy. If you do lose anything out on the trail, please let my research assistants know at the end of the expedition, and we will send out a team to find and return to you your lost item. We also ask that you refrain from eating, drinking, or smoking while out on the preserve for the health and safety of our animals. Now, are you ready to go explore, study, and connect with nature?
But you can hear us?
Did you hear that?
No.
I need to get started on today's observations right away. Tell your research assistant I had to run ahead. I'll meet you out on the preserve.
Out on the pizza gun. You'll take the two switch, like two switch all dots.
All right.
Hey, look down, she said.
You are all standing on a colored dot. Raise your hand if you're standing on purple dot. Hello, everyone. You'll be sitting on the driver's side. So the left side is the truck. All right, you can put your hands down. All right, raise your hand if you're on an orange dot. Hello. You're going to be sitting on the passenger side, so the right side of the truck. In the middle of those dots, you'll also find your row number. So row 1 is a half row. You're going to go all the way down. And then row 2 is going to be the very first full row up there. If you don't have any questions, on your front, and then up there you go. Let's help you out. Are you all excited? Yeah. All right, you're ready?
A little bit. What?
Imagine if you have animals, you're really hoping this is good.
Oh.
Cheetah, yes, we see a cheetah out there.
Oh, got some cheetahs.
That thing can rip your face.
Oh.
Lion. Yes, lion. Really cool. Should not be a lion. Hopefully no lion. All right. All right. You guys all have your row down.
What you doing?
And you tell him I
should have the first one.
Hello there, new interns. As you board the vehicle, make your all the way down to the front.
Let me out the window. No.
I'm orange, no shit. Make sure you're coming all the way down, kiddos. All the way down. All the way down.
I get 0 viewers.
How long you been streaming?
No, 6 viewers.
Wait, I can't see.
Good one, sorry. Yo, Timothy! What you doing?
All right, we've got everyone on board. Wonderful. Hello there, new interns. My name is Logan, and I'm a research assistant here at the Bali Preserve. I often work with the professor, but it looks like he's already left, so we'll do our best to try to find him out there. Our driver today. Caroline! She'll be using her awesome skills to safely navigate the way. And as we do have some young interns with us today, just as a reminder, lap sitting is perfectly fine. We just ask to avoid lap standing or standing on the seats or on the ground, as the roads may become bumpy, and there's the possibility of sudden stops if something gets in our way. So just remain seated with all body parts kept inside the vehicle. All that being said, we're going to begin heading on out in just a moment. And as we do, wave goodbye to the other interns.
Hi, guys!
And also be sure to wave goodbye to Sophia on the passenger side as she sends us out on your intern orientation today. Also on the passenger side, you might spot some golden colored monkeys, either on the ground, in the trees, or on top of the buildings towards the back. These are the Patas monkeys, and they tend to communicate silently, using facial expressions and body language as they spend much of their time hidden in the tops of trees. Though if they do see a predator, they're still capable of producing sounds, with different sounds for different threats. That way their friends know how to respond, if they should hide or run away at around 34 miles per hour. And on the driver's side, we'll be passing by this large sign, letting us know we're now entering the amazing Habari Preserve! What's that song? Oh no. Caroline, we don't want to scare the interns. Could you cut the music, please? No need to worry, we don't do that internship anymore after that into the last group. We're going to be making our way through this gate, and as we do, make sure we're keeping all of our body parts inside the vehicle. As once we're through the gate, animals could appear on either side of the vehicle. For example, on the passenger side, you'll find some large antelopes laying down along the fence line. These are known as the eastern bongos. And while we do call them bongos, they don't actually communicate by drumming. They actually communicate in a way that may surprise you. There's also a few more on the driver's side along the fence line. You'll see the striped hindquarters of them. And they will communicate through mooing, which does surprise a lot of people. But antelopes are members of the Bovidae family, so they are much more closely related to cows than they are any type of deer. So once you know that, the mooing isn't all that surprising. They even occasionally bleat like a sheep if there's any baby bongos nearby. And we're hopeful to have some babies at some point, as we do have one male with 3 potential girlfriends. Their numbers aren't doing too great in the wild, so we're hopeful for us to have some babies born here at some point. Nothing yet, but we're still hopeful. We might also find a few large birds in the area. Here they are, coming up on the driver's side. The large birds you'll find with white legs, white underbellies, black wings and back, and long beaks would be the marabou storks. The marabou stork is this large, bald-headed bird that does not have a voice box, though farther off in the distance you'll find a bird with a head of gold and feathers. That would be the East African crown crane, which does have a voice box, which they can use to produce a very loud bird call, which can be heard about 3 miles away. The crown crane will also dance to communicate. They will dance when young to socialize. When they get a bit older, they will dance to attract a mate. And they'll even dance to settle territorial disputes, like a dance battle over territory, like the Sharks and the Jets. And you might also have seen those marabou storks over there. Like I said, they don't have a voice box, so they can't tweet, chirp, or quack. Instead, to communicate, what they have to do is they take that long beak of theirs, and they will chatter it. Kind of like a pair of castanets. Though they do also have a sac of skin that hangs down below their chin called the gular sac. By inflating the gular sac with air, they can produce a croaking sound similar to a frog. Or, if they like you, a whistling sound out of their left nostril. Not quite sure what's the left, not the right. That's just how they're built. They're kind of funny that way. Also, coming up on the passenger side, you might find a large aviary where you may find a large gray bird. That'll be one of our 3 shoebill storks. Make sure to keep all body parts inside the vehicle and don't try to grab any plants. Some of them are pointy. You want to make sure you return with all your same fingers. Now, with these animals, the shoebill stork will communicate similarly to the marabou stork by chattering their beak. Though the shoebill has a much larger beak, so when they chatter it, they make a much louder sound. The chattering of a shoebill has been mistaken for an overhead helicopter passing by due to how fast and how loud they can chatter that bill. It's pretty impressive. And as we do make our way through this gate, be sure to keep all of your body parts inside the vehicle. As once we're through the gate, we'll be entering the Ituri Rainforest, where we're going to be meeting up with the professor at Base Camp Kulinda, where he works with the Okapi Conservation Project, as the Okapi needs all the help they can get. For a long time, a lot of people didn't even believe the Okapi existed due to how well hidden they were. It took until around 1901 for the animal to be officially discovered to Western sciences. Before that, the Okapi was believed to be a creature of myth or legend. And here to tell us more about that very elusive animal will be Professor Ron. Where'd he go? Professor? This doesn't look good. He doesn't look like he's here. I'll try to reach him on his radio real quick. 1 sec. You're not. What's your location? Over.
Hi there! It's good to hear from you.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to wait for you guys. I just saw the coolest thing ahead in the brush.
Really?
I had to follow it to see what it was. You guys have got to get up there. It's incredible.
10-4, Professor. We'll go check out that animal right away. Over. Whenever you're ready, Caroline, we'll continue onward and be on the lookout for the elusive Okapi. The Okapi doesn't tend to make a lot of loud sounds, as they want to stay hidden. So instead what they'll do is they'll silently mark their territory. If you look at the trees around here, you may find a reddish-brown mark in the trunk of the trees. That shows where an okapi's been rubbing their neck on the tree to leave a scent marker. Now, they can also mark territory in a variety of other ways, including, but not limited to, spraying urine. So, everyone on the driver's side's technically in a splash zone. Passing by our male okapi, and okapi often like having their own private spaces. The only time you really find two okapi together, remember to stay seated, kiddo, they will communicate by marking territory, often around the edges of their perimeter. So other okapi know not to intrude and take their resources of food, water, or shelter. I'd say once you're level with the quiet zone sign would be a pretty good spot, if you wouldn't mind, Caroline. Thank you very much. This would be perfect. At this time, while the vehicle is now stopped, if anyone on the passenger side of the vehicle would like to stand to get a better view, you may now safely stand at this time to get a good view of our male okapi. Like I said, okapi often mark the boundaries of the territory in a variety of other ways. They can even stamp their hooves on the ground to leave stinky footprints. So it's pretty interesting, all the different ways they have to mark territory. Alrighty. Now let everyone return to their seats. Alrighty, we're good to continue, Caroline. We'll be leaving this okapi to his bachelor pad, though if you would like to see him again, do check out the walking path. It has a lovely pavilion viewing area. We're also going to be passing by a habitat who's currently empty. Normally, you would find the African painted dogs in this area, but we're still in the process of doing some habitat maintenance as we build them a new doghouse. That way, in the future, the painted dogs will be able to use this large concrete structure to avoid any harsh weather. We're in the process of doing some finishing touches, and hopefully it'll be large enough to allow us to have some puppies at some point in the future. At this time, we have a couple of sisters, so we'll have to get a male brought in before any of that can happen, but we're hopeful that it can happen at some time in the coming years. And right next door, we'll find a much larger animal. Those would be the southern white rhinos. And if there's rhinos nearby, that must mean we're also approaching Base Camp Ward, where the professor works with the International Rhino Foundation to protect all 5 different species of rhino found throughout the world. That'll be 2 African species and 3 Asian species. Here to tell us more will be Professor Ron! You know, I'm starting to sense a pattern here. He's not here either. But he never goes anywhere without his favorite hat. Even his truck is missing. It's normally parked right there. I'm getting a little bit worried, so I'm going to try to reach him on his radio again. Just 1 sec. Professor Ron, this is Research Assistant Logan with the interns again. We're now at Base Camp Ward, sir, and it looks like you left your camp in a mess. Are you doing okay? Over.
I'm doing great!
Well, that's good.
I was just checking in on our pack of painted dogs, and I saw the most amazing thing.
Really?
They started to chase their prey at 40 miles per hour.
Wow.
And I ran to catch up.
That's pretty fast.
My hat must have fallen behind. Thought I might have better luck if I just jumped in my research mobile, so I drove ahead. Hope I don't crash. Get it? Over.
10-4, Professor. We're going to check out that crash for ourselves. Over. No need to worry, interns. When the professor's talking about a crash, he's actually talking about a group of animals. Just like you have packs of dogs, you have pods of dolphins, you have crashes of rhinos. And it looks like in the back area here we have a crash of a mother and her baby boy who just turned a year old this past October. So a little bit over a year old at this point, and easily over 1,300 pounds. As baby rhinos grow about 100 pounds a month during their first couple of years. So he started out itty bitty, and now he's a little bit bigger. He's going to get much larger as his father is around 6,000 pounds. We'll see if he also gets to be that big. It's a matter of genetics at that point. We're also going to be passing by the rest of our crash up ahead, and these are the most social of the rhino species, the southern white rhinos, often found living in groups where you might hear them communicate in a variety of different ways. You might hear them grunt, you might hear them snort. Male rhinos will scream at each other when fighting over a lady, and baby rhinos make an adorable cooing sound, which sometimes sounds like a squeaky toy. It's pretty cute. But the most fascinating way these animals communicate would have to involve their use of middens. And I am talking about middens with a D, not a T. Now, if you were to stick your hand in a rhino's midden when it's fresh, it might be similarly soft and warm, as a midden is a community dung pile, where all these rhinos go to the bathroom in the same places. By going to these large poop piles and taking a sniff, occasionally a nibble, a rhino can learn a lot about the other rhinos by. They'll learn if there's any young rhinos, any pregnant rhinos, even if there's any rhinos out there, single and ready to rhino mingle, all by smelling poo. It's basically how they tell each other apart, though we don't use that method. Instead, to tell our rhinos apart, we look at their horns, as a rhino's horn is made up of keratin, like your own fingernails and hair. Just like we have our own hairstyles, rhinos have their own horn styles, and they'll shape their horns by rubbing them at different objects in their environment. Please remain seated when the vehicle is in motion, as there is still the possibility to see fit. They'll rub their horns on rocks and trees, even rubbing their horns on man-made objects, which can sometimes get them into trouble. They'll rub their horns on fence posts, on gates, on the wire of the fences, on the professor's research truck, on the... His what? Okay, no need to panic. I don't see the professor inside the wreck, but I am going to have to call this in. At this time, while the vehicle is stopped, if you would like to stand to get a better view of our rhinos, you may now safely do so at this time. Feel free to check out that crash over there, while I deal with this crash over here. Professor Ron, this is Research Assistant Logan with the interns again. We've now found your heavily damaged vehicle, sir, and it is not a good look. Are you doing okay? Over.
I'm okay.
Well, that's good.
The rhinos decided to use my research mobile to file their horn.
They did what?
They got a little overzealous, and one of them punctured my tire.
Oh, boy.
I went the rest of the way on foot. I must have left my binoculars behind by accident. Oh, no.
Sure did.
But I definitely did not need them to see the animal up ahead. It's huge.
Really?
I'm almost back to the loading dock.
Oh, wow.
So I should see you guys there soon. Over.
10-4, Professor. We'll go check out those large animals right away. Over.
7 minutes.
Whenever you're ready, Caroline, we'll continue onward and be on the lookout for an animal larger than a rhino. Only animal I can think that fits that description would have to be lengthwise the Maasai. So we'll find off in the distance. Though also off in the distance on the driver's side, you might find a few larger weight-wise animals. Those would be the African bush elephants. They all kind of gathered at the back area because they were getting out of the storm earlier. Though now that it's passed, they're likely going to be walking a bit further out to get a better view of them. You can also go from the walking pathway there. And these will be African bush elephants, the largest of the land animals. And they also communicate using their trunks. They'll use their trunk to sniff each other in greeting, caress each other to form strong bonds. They even use their trunks to eat each other's poop, to check on the health and well-being of their friends and family. Often between mothers and their young, you'll see them use their trunk to take it straight out of the tap to make sure the young ones are nice and healthy. It's pretty common in the animal kingdom. They also have a means of long-distance communication with vibrations. They can start a vibration in their skull, which then travels down the bones of their body into the ground. Those vibrations can then travel for miles before being picked up in the bones of another elephant's feet through a process known as bone conduction. So even if they were separated by miles, they'd still have the elephant equivalent of communicating the telegram, for lack of a better analogy. We will also be passing through some large metal gates in a moment, so as we do, make sure we're keeping all of our body parts inside the vehicle. As once we're through this gate, we'll be entering the research and medical area of our preserve, where we find a variety of important buildings. For example, this large brown building we're passing by is the Elephant Night House, where the elephants go at night. It's also where they go to escape severe weather, as this building can withstand Category 5 hurricane force winds. It's even tall enough to accommodate our giraffes, so it comes in pretty handy. It's also where the elephants will go for any medical procedures, as the elephants are way too big to fit in our veterinary hospital. So instead they learn behavior later used in voluntary medical practices, so that way the elephant can voluntarily take part in their own medical care, and that way we don't have to crawl underneath an elephant, so you always want to avoid doing that. We'll also be passing by this large blue dumpster on the count of 3, taking a big sniff, so you can start getting used to the smell, as one of your main duties as interns will be to help fill up, each and every day, our big blue elephant poo dumpster. On the count of 3, everybody, big sniff in. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, big sniff in. And out. Just think of it. Starting tomorrow, that is going to be your number 2 duty. And coming up on the passenger side, we'll be passing by a series of yellow buildings, all part of the Jack Arlene Foundation Animal Care Campus, with the first yellow building being the Tiedemann Cotton Animal Care Annex, where animals new to our preserve spend some time getting some initial checkups done before being introduced to the rest of the animals. On the driver's side, we'll be passing by the Giraffe Night House area, where you might be able to find a giraffe hanging out back here, most likely our adult male, though if you do have difficulty seeing him, he might actually be in the new Giraffe Night House, which is that large beige building, so you might see him as we pass by the doorway, or you might not. If you don't see him, we'll likely find his girlfriends, plural, in just a few minutes. And on the other side of the road, we'll be passing by the Catherine Lowry Straz Veterinary Hospital for the animal medical call. We also have the Sandy and Tom Callahan Center for Wildlife Conservation, where we hold important meetings. And the final yellow building is the Animal Nutrition Center, where animal diets are prepared each and every day. That's over 1,000 meals prepared in that building daily. They're very busy. This next area is going to get a little bit narrow, so again, I do recommend keeping all body parts inside the vehicle. Once we're past the big beige building, you'll be able to find a few more animals. And if you look through the fence, you might be able to spot some antelopes with white stripes along their sides. Those would be lowland Nyalas. They rely on other animals to know if there's danger nearby. They rely on their sense of hearing. They'll listen out for the alarm calls of the baboon, the greater kudu, and other animals to know if there's any danger nearby. And another animal that often warns others of danger is the giraffe. Giraffes are very tall, so often they can see danger before other animals. So animals have learned if a giraffe starts running, you should be running too, because they've seen something you haven't yet. Their tall height allows them to serve as perfect watchtowers, which is appropriate considering a group of giraffes is actually referred to as a tower. So you have a tower of female giraffe up there. We're also going to be passing by another long-necked animal, the Aldabra tortoises. Aldabra tortoises have been known to communicate with small birds on their islands by stretching themselves up and inviting the birds to land on them to pick off any seeds or bugs on their skin. You can think of it as a massage for the tortoise and a buffet for the bird. It's a win-win scenario for all parties involved. And right next door, we'll be able to find their larger cousin, the Galapagos tortoise, the largest of the giant species of tortoise. These animals are more often found off the coast of South America. The professor brought a few here to see if they might communicate differently than their African cousins, perhaps with a regional dialect. And as we make our way over the Homo sapien tunnel, I don't see the Homo sapien we've been looking for all this time. The professor, what can I say? He's a busy guy. If we're lucky though, we might still reach him on one last transmission. Let's try it out. Professor Ron, this is Research Assistant Logan with the interns. We're returning to the station, sir, and have yet to see you. Do you have time for some words of wisdom? Over. Nah, he must have just gotten out of range. But I'm sure if he was here, he'd want to tell you all how proud he is to have you here and how much he's looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, bright and early at 5 a.m. for our poopin' scoopin' party. Make sure to bring your own shovel, otherwise you're going to have to use a spoon. And as we do come to a stop, I will ask everyone to please remain seated just for a few more seconds. We just have to get some stairs set up at the back of the vehicle, otherwise it is a significant drop. So I'll let you know when it's safe to begin standing and exiting. I say it shouldn't probably take longer than what. Again, do check out the walking path if you haven't checked it out yet, as there are some animals on the walking path you can't see here, like our mated pair of shoebill storks, our pygmy hippos, our Red River hogs, and a few other bird species. So if you want to get the full Africa experience, do check it out if you have time today. We're all set. You may now safely stand and exit the rear. Have a great rest of your day. Welcome.
What hurt, bro? I'll make it not hurt. Or I know the two of my mom told me whenever I see take a video. Okay, mom. Sorry.
How much?
One person.
Hey, stop having, because you're gonna waste your battery.
My phone's almost dead anyway.
Yeah, so
Like 10%.
can you not